No pigs exist anywhere, across the entire Earth. At first, most people do not panic immediately. Within weeks, consequences spread faster than anyone expected. It begins quietly across global supply systems. Supermarkets notice delayed shipments and missing pork deliveries. Restaurants adjust menus without offering any clear explanation. Farmers are the first to sense something deeply wrong. Entire pig farms stand empty across multiple continents overnight. No signs of escape, disease, or organized theft appear. Security footage shows nothing unusual during the disappearance. Across continents, the same silent pattern repeats everywhere. Facilities once filled with animals now sit completely silent. The disappearance is total, consistent, and globally synchronized. Authorities begin searching urgently for rational explanations. Biosecurity teams investigate potential outbreaks or contamination events. But there are no carcasses, no contamination, no trace. Within days, scientists confirm an impossible global reality. Every pig species has vanished without leaving biological evidence. The event defies known laws of biology and ecology. At first, supply chains attempt absorbing the sudden disruption. Cold storage reserves provide temporary buffering against shortages, but reserves were never designed for prolonged global absence. Pork represents one of the most consumed meats worldwide. Its absence creates a significant global protein supply deficit. Consumers begin shifting demand toward alternative protein sources. Chicken and beef industries feel pressure almost immediately. Producers cannot increase output within such limited timeframes. Livestock systems require breeding cycles and resource adjustments. Feed availability becomes another limiting production factor. Prices begin rising slowly across regional food markets. Then prices accelerate sharply as shortages become visible. For many households, meat becomes increasingly unaffordable. Low-income communities feel the impact far more rapidly. In regions where pork dominates diets, disruption intensifies quickly. Cultural food traditions disappear almost overnight from communities. Festivals and gatherings lose familiar meals and shared identity. Daily routines begin shifting toward unfamiliar substitutes. Food manufacturers struggle to reformulate existing products. Processed foods, relying on pork ingredients, lose consistency. Entire production lines pause awaiting alternative formulations. Supply chains for additives and preservatives face disruptions. The economic effects, spread rapidly through agriculture sectors. Pig farmers, they lose their primary and stable income sources almost overnight. Facilities built for pigs become functionally obsolete, just like that. Equipment designed specifically for pigs can't easily be adapted elsewhere, unfortunately. Feed suppliers, too, face these sudden and unexpected drops in demand. Grain markets, they shift unpredictably across international exchanges. Financial instability, it spreads into rural economic systems, affecting more than just the farms. Banks, in response, begin reassessing loans that are tied to pig farming, and that just adds another layer of uncertainty. Then, a less visible system begins to strain quietly in the background. Pigs are actually efficient converters of organic food waste. They consume byproducts that would otherwise accumulate, and they do it pretty rapidly. Without them, organic waste starts building up across facilities. Food processing plants, they face some serious disposal challenges. Organic waste piles grow larger with each passing day, and landfills expand rapidly under this unexpected operational pressure. Waste transport systems, they struggle to keep up. In some regions, waste management systems actually begin failing. As decomposition accelerates, methane, ammonia, and other harmful gases are released. Air quality, unfortunately, begins deteriorating in affected regions, and water contamination risks increase due to runoff exposure. Environmental conditions, they begin shifting gradually but persistently. Meanwhile, ecosystems start responding to the sudden absence. Land that was once used for pig farming becomes abandoned, almost eerily so. Some areas slowly return to unmanaged natural vegetation, while others are converted into crop fields or alternative uses. Wildlife patterns begin shifting across rural environments as a result. Predators lose a reliable and predictable food source, so competition intensifies among the remaining animal populations. And, interestingly, rodent populations begin increasing in some regions, changing the balance yet again. In rural areas, economic decline becomes increasingly visible, Communities built around pig farming begin weakening structurally. Employment opportunities disappear, almost entirely in affected towns. Migration towards cities begins, accelerating slowly as people search for new prospects. Schools and services begin closing due to population decline. Governments attempt responding with economic intervention programs. Financial support is introduced to stabilize affected farmers. Policies shift, encouraging alternative livestock production methods. But adaptation requires time, resources, and infrastructure changes. Global trade networks begin experiencing growing pressure. Countries reliant on pork imports face immediate shortages. Shipping routes shift toward alternative protein commodities, and it's a big change. Port activity changes, reflecting new trade priorities. Black markets begin emerging in multiple regions. Illegal meat products enter circulation through hidden channels. Mislabeled goods appear across fragmented supply chains. Food fraud increases as oversight struggles to adapt. Trust in global food systems begins eroding steadily. Public concern grows steadily across different populations. Consumers question safety, origin, and quality of food. Regulatory systems struggle maintaining oversight and enforcement. Inspections increase but remain insufficient for scale. Cultural and social effects become increasingly noticeable. In regions shaped by pork, identity feels disrupted. Traditional meals vanish from celebrations and daily life. Social routines quietly shift toward new food norms. Religious communities reinterpret dietary practices and meanings. In other regions, impacts appear less visible initially. Global food prices continue affecting nearly everyone. No economic or social system remains untouched. Educational institutions begin studying this unprecedented phenomenon. The disappearance becomes a central global research focus. Researchers examine hidden dependencies within food systems. Universities expand programs in food resilience studies, but adaptation remains uneven across global populations. Wealthier regions transition toward alternatives more efficiently. Lower-income populations face increasing nutritional challenges. Protein deficiencies begin appearing in vulnerable communities. Public health systems monitor emerging dietary impacts. Urban areas, experience rising costs and uncertainty. Food becomes more expensive and, less predictable every single day. Consumer behavior, it shifts toward cheaper, plant-based options. Meanwhile, rural economies just keep declining without any clear recovery paths in sight. Unused farms, they fall slowly into structural disrepair. Communities shrink as younger populations relocate elsewhere, and infrastructure decays simply because there's no economic justification for maintenance anymore. The landscape itself, honestly, begins undergoing a visible transformation. Then comes this long-term restructuring of global agriculture. Agriculture shifts toward poultry, cattle, and alternative systems. Poultry and cattle production expand, but slowly. Plant-based alternatives, though, really start to gain traction among global consumers. Investment increases in synthetic and lab-grown proteins, but, these systems require years of development. Environmental consequences, they deepen gradually over these extended timeframes. Without pigs processing waste, landfill pressure increases significantly. Methane emissions, well, they shift unpredictably across waste systems. Atmospheric composition changes, but it's subtle, happening over long periods. Water systems too face additional strain from organic runoff. River ecosystems, they begin showing signs of stress. The balance between human systems and nature, it weakens. At the same time, technological innovation accelerates rapidly. Alternative proteins become more common in markets. New technologies, they attempt to replace lost biological systems. Consumer habits, they begin evolving toward more sustainable practices, but honestly, the transition remains uneven and incomplete. For years, instability continues across interconnected systems. Supply chains, well, they struggle to achieve long-term stability, and economic recovery remains slow and regionally inconsistent. Global inequality becomes more visible, especially through food access. The absence of pigs, it reveals something deeper. Modern civilization, it turns out, depends on complex interconnected systems. Many of these systems remain invisible until, suddenly, failure occurs. Just one missing component can trigger widespread disruption. What seemed like a simple disappearance becomes really a transformation. Food systems shift under pressure and necessity. Economies adjust through cycles of adaptation and collapse. Ecosystems, in turn, respond through imbalance and gradual correction. Everything, absolutely everything, remains connected in this fragile equilibrium. Over time, the world slowly adapts again. New systems replace older, less resilient structures, and balance returns, but in a different form. Yet the structure of society has changed permanently. Something fundamental, honestly, has shifted beneath global systems. A single species is gone from Earth entirely, and with it, an invisible layer of stability disappears. The world continues moving forward regardless of loss, but not unchanged and never as before. Because the true impact was never just pigs. It revealed how fragile the global systems truly are.
I'll be back.